up, guys? Good afternoon. I know I haven't made one of these in a while, but a lot has happened since my last vlog. So, sorry, I'm having breakfast at 1:30 in the afternoon. But last December, I woke up one morning and I was feeling a little bit lightheaded, and I have had a history of vertigo. So I thought that's all it was. Went to work, and then when I sat down for my lunch, I noticed that like a little bit of my tongue was numb, and I was like, ah, crap, COVID, right? Nah. So I ended up waking up the next day. From the cheek down, everything was just numb, like numb. Like when you go to the dentist and they inject you and you're just the side of your face was numb. Woke up the next day, complete right side was just numb. So I was like, oh crap. So I thought it was something serious. They diagnosed me with something that ended up that it wasn't that, because day after day, like as the days progressed, you know, my walking got funny, my riding got funny. I started just walking like all over the place, and then I just woke up one day, my right ear sound was gone. So I'm pretty much like hard of hearing on the right side. I mean, I could hear some stuff, but not everything. So I got that going on, and then my balance was just shit. Like I could not walk more than like 2-3 steps, because I would just have to stop, or I'd want to puke because I felt, you know, like I was drunk. So the day that I woke up, you know, deaf on the right ear, that's the day I finally went to the emergency room, and I was there for like 8 hours, man. I was there for like 8 hours, and MRIs, blood tests, all that shit. So finally, you know, the results came back, and they found some lesions in the brain. So they said it might have to do with like multiple sclerosis. So I've been dealing with that. I've been home. Haven't been to work in almost a month. So I just kind of been chilling, you know, focusing on like recovery, you know, walking, riding. You know, my vision was kind of thrown off. I went to go get some glasses, but yeah, I had to go back to my old ones because they just weren't working. So I have to go deal with that. But you know, as of now, like I'm trying not to be, you know, just like a homebody. I'm trying to stay productive, so you know, I don't want my brain to turn to mush. So picked up 2 books actually. Picked up 2 books, you know. I'm doing that. I'm doing my son's school Zoom, doing a few other things, cleaning up the garage, trying to make it more like a shop ish, you know, so I could work a little bit more, you know, working on my decals and stuff like that. You guys all know about that. So we're working on that. But I am, you know, sitting here designing, so I find myself more in a creative groove now. So I'm working on that, and that's just kind of like a little update of what's going on. I had made like a post on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on there, I'm pretty sure you guys do. That's why you guys are here. But if you just happen by chance not to follow me, you know, I'll put the link down in the description. But you know, I said I wasn't gonna be as active as I normally am. So. But now I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I'm starting to feel more myself again, and I noticed that when I stopped driving, that the EK had a leak. The B series swap had a leak. So I found one of them. It's coming from the VTEC solenoid. So I did order a replacement gasket. Should be here tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I'm going to be taking care of that leak, and then see if there's anything else from there that might be leaking, that might be causing my major one that I still haven't found. So, you know, I'm gonna get back on things, and you know, right now that I have some downtime, I figured I should, you know, work on, you know, fixing up the interior, changing the door panels, changing the headliner, putting back the window molding that I said I was but never did, you know, finishing up my battery relocation, which is tying down the battery that I haven't done. There's a lot of things that I need to do. So, you know, now that I have some downtime after my son's classes during the day, I think I'm just gonna be focusing on putting that on. So I should expect some more content coming up. So hopefully, you know, let's see how the day goes by, and then and then I'll use this time to be super productive. So let's get this stuff knocked out. So pretty much the gasket for the VTEC solenoid is here. So now I'm just pretty much going to take off the VTEC solenoid. If you guys haven't ever taken one of these apart and just like replace the gaskets, super easy. But I'll show you guys some. It's just 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, and then one at the bottom down here, 3. The gaskets, it's pretty much just 2 gaskets that you got to replace. These 2. It's this one that has a little screen on it. Like it has a little screen on it. Just it's like a little filter. And then this one goes for the top. This is for the top top part of the VTEC solenoid, where the I believe the pressure switch or the I don't know. It's where this one's connected. But that second one goes right here. And then I need to get a new damn cap. But yeah, let's take this off and let's get these gaskets replaced and see if that fixes my damn leak. Hopefully. Because I go back to work on Monday and I want to take this thing out. Sitting in here collecting dust. So, yeah, I need to do that. So, the solenoid is out. Pretty much, this is the big gasket that I told you they need to switch out. And I think the leak might have been coming from down here. As you can see that there's a little wear and just like it wasn't making proper contact. But also, just a little tip. When you take it off, make sure that you put like a napkin or something down here. Because as you can see, like it keeps leaking from one of the ports. So if not, you're just gonna get run off like that. So put like a napkin or something and just try to do the big one as fast as you possibly can, just to avoid, you know, getting a puddle of oil just everywhere. So I'm gonna switch this out, get that done now, so we could avoid a leak. So the old gasket is out. I pretty much just went around and cleaned inside just to make sure that we get a good bond between the gasket, you know, and the solenoid. So what you want to do now is just put in the new one and just make sure everything is properly seated before you bolt it up. The top one, I'm going to take this one off once this one's bolted back up, because it's just easier to take the bolts off, because I know if I give it a shot like this, it's just not going to go that well. So I'm just going to bolt it back up and try this, take this one off, and then just change the gasket on this. Okay, so solenoid's bolted back up. Just got to make sure all these wires are pushed all the way in. The other day I was driving it and I just started bogging out of nowhere, and turns out one of the wires came out. So let's fire it up and see how that goes and see if we still get a leak or not. But I think I'm gonna have to drive the car in order to find out, but let's give it a shot. Well, at least it fired right up, so at least I know the battery's not dead. Let's give it a few minutes and see if it leaks. Looks like we're good to go. Let's drive. But like I said, maybe I have to drive the car to see the leak again. So I'm probably gonna take it out a little bit later when, you know, my son's mom's home, and then my wife, sorry, because if I say that, she's gonna kill me. So my wife gets home, but I don't see the leak, and then I don't see the leaks under here or bubbling or any little trail of oil. So that's a good sign. So she needs to breathe for a little bit. So let's hope we can take her out a little bit later. And I want to start putting all this back together already. So I still have a little bit of downtime before I go back to work. So I think I'm going to do that this week and knock all this out. Try to put the window molding back in and try to put the side piece, because you can hear the window rattling in there, and I'm scared to close the door like super hard and break the window on the inside. But we're good. Operating temperatures are good. Idle's good. We're good. So I do need to fix this back bumper, because it did loosen up back here. But I think I'm gonna get rid of this one because it does have a crack in it. I do have a replacement up there, so I'll probably just do that over the weekend. I do need to bolt back my front bumper, because I hit a little dip and it came undone and broke the tab, so I gotta fix that also, just so it's cool, you know, no loose panels or nothing. and then I gotta bolt down the damn back battery. So let's get that stuff situated. So good. I like the way this fits so good. Wish the back was a little bit like the same, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. So, oh, and I'm gonna put a new sun strip up here, and then I'm gonna put my new hazback decal in the center. I got a lot of little things like I'm gonna do before, you know, I go back to work. So let's get to it.
6 months later.
So anywho, after I recorded that last clip, I pretty much just like over the weekend just went downhill again. It was just horrible, and I pretty much went back to square one. So, but as you can see, we have better quality because we have a new camera that we picked up. It just kind of like hopped into my like feed, and I was just like, oh, I gotta pick it up. So anywho, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So what I'm gonna start today is we're just gonna I'm gonna jack up the car because as you can see it's completely loose. So I gotta fix that, but now I gotta get a washer because it broke off. I'm gonna fix that, and then I have to fix this because this is just driving me nuts. This right here is just driving me crazy. So I think it's about time that I throw on that new bumper. That's a 99 2000 bumper. So I'm gonna do that, and then pretty much that'll close out this log. But other than that, that'll be it for this log. Not much, but the next one, it's gonna be a lot better. I guarantee it. But you know, check out, we got a new cover. It's a lot better than the last one we had. It's because the last one was a coil on plug one. So yeah, we had to do something about that. So I'm also in the search of getting a new is it even focus right? Anywho, I'm in the search of getting a new valve cover. See if I could maybe like start making it look a little OEM. I got some cool content actually lined up, so we're gonna fix those bumpers, and then we got a couple stuff that's actually coming in. So once that gets here, we're gonna work on a few things and get some stuff done. But I'm trying to get this. I was planning on maybe sometime this year switching out into a hatchback, but I think the whole purpose is to make this, you know, my canvas, and I've already started, so why go back to square one? So that's what we're gonna do. So we gotta fix this damn bumper. I'm gonna jack this car up, and then we'll go from there. So we gotta, I think the best option is I could bolt it back up, but I think I'd be better off with just putting a damn washer there in between. So we gotta see if we can find a damn washer in here. I have washers, but they're all attached to bolts. Let's see if I can find a washer. So there we go, all bolted up. I used the washer, but I have a feeling that it's if I hit like another dip or a freaking like a bump or something, it's gonna fall off. So at least for now, that'll do, instead of just having it like all over the damn place. So that'll do for now. The back bumper, we'll get to it on another day. It just requires a lot. I gotta take off I gotta take the tires off, and then I gotta take all the tabs off and everything. So, and I kind of stressed for time, but appreciate you guys, and then thanks for following me on this little journey I call life. And we got some pretty cool stuff planned. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff, so it should be coming in. But like I said, I think the next thing we're gonna attack on the next video is finally putting the molding back in, getting rid of this, just pretty much, oh, and then dialing in the lineup, because I'm pretty tired of having a damn crooked steering wheel, or crooked. Anyways, put the tire back on, call it a day, go have some tacos later with my wife. So it's gonna be a good Saturday. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.